Welcome everyone to the second of our 20-minute series here on my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a really beautiful practice that you could do first thing in the morning. So it's just 20 minutes. It's going to be a really nice slow to rise. So we're going to start on our backs in a minute. Slow to rise up with some beautiful stretches that feel really great in the morning. And then just the last few moments in meditation at the end. So come to lay down on your back. We're going to come into a Supta Baddha Konasana. So lay down and then just bring the soles of your feet together. And you can take your arms out wide. And just let the soles of your feet kind of connect and just really feel that lovely energy through the feet there. And when it feels good, close your eyes down. And just let yourself feel your physical body here on the floor. It's lovely to start this way first thing in the morning. When we're still just a little bit tired, we're still feeling maybe a little bit heavy. But we're just going to start opening the hips a little. So as the soles of the feet connect, let yourself be aware of the knees and just feel them drawing down with gravity to the earth. Feel your upper back and shoulders connect to the floor. And then notice also in your spine the natural curves, so maybe the curve under your neck, as well as a small curve at the lower back. And then just notice the breath moving in and out of the body, maybe noticing the belly rising up and the ribs as you breathe in. And then just everything softening as you breathe out. And let's focus more on the in-breath here. So feeling the in-breath start to bring some expansion into the body. So not only through the belly and the ribs, but also start to expand sort of into the mind and into the energy as you breathe in. Getting ready to start our day. And let's take maybe just 3 more breaths like this. Each in-breath bringing you a little bit more to sort of fill up your tank as you get prepared to move in a moment. Each in-breath letting your mind get a little bit more on board with the practice that's about to come. And each in-breath just really feeling like the front of the body, the heart, the chest is really opening up. And then you can start to draw the knees in. So go gently and just start to bring the knees in towards each other, and then maybe lifting them from the ground and just giving them a gentle hug towards the body. And then placing your feet to the floor here will just take them a little wider than hip distance. And send the arms out into a T shape here, and we'll shuffle the hips a little to the right side. And just slowly let both knees fall to the left. So just coming into a nice easy twist this morning. Taking your gaze maybe the opposite direction. And you could keep your eyes closed down here if you want to. Just again, keeping that really lovely inward gaze that we often wake from. Maybe your house is really quiet at the moment, and just keeping that really lovely feeling of calm before the day gets underway. Start to bring the knees to center and shuffle the hips back to the middle of the mat, and then a little over to the left as the knees fall down to the right. It can be really lovely first thing in the morning to go slowly. We want to move, but we don't want to jump deep into a vibrant practice. It's almost like we need to give our body time to wake up. So stay here with the knees at the left, but let the arm float all the way over to meet the other hand as you roll onto your side and just gently press yourself up to sit. And we'll take our knees behind us and come onto our hands and knees into a tabletop shape. And just let yourself send the knees about hip distance and the hands about shoulder width. And we'll just start to move easily into some cat-cow breaths here. Beginning with an inhale and a soft belly, and then an exhale. And just moving without too much sort of deepening of the breath first thing. Just let the breath be natural, but it's letting the breath lead. Let the breath initiate the movement rather than you controlling it. That really lovely sense of tuning in, letting the wisdom of our bodies before we get too busy in our heads, letting the wisdom of our bodies really take over. They know what to do. Let's finish with this exhale here. So we'll come back into this neutral shape and we'll send the right leg behind. And we'll just lengthen the leg back and take a breath in here. And as we exhale, just one pulse here towards the nose. And then inhale and lengthen the leg back again. And then exhale and maybe coming onto the finger pads here and stepping that foot to the outside of the hand. So I'm almost like my pinkies on the very edge of my mat. And then I'm going to just let my hands or my palms come. You could do this on fists if you like. And maybe even shuffling the knee back if you want to. And just letting yourself come to this lizard pose shape. And it can be quite a lot in the morning to come to the elbows. So unless you're really called to do that, just take it easy here. And just breathing in and out as you just sort of open up through the hips here. Beautiful, and then we'll start to slide that leg back. So take another inhale as you extend the leg behind, lengthening the lower back here. Draw the navel a little bit to center. And then take the toe and point it across the other leg and gaze behind. Gentle twist here. And then as we bring the leg forward again, so again, maybe coming onto finger pads, we're going to take that foot and just bring it in front of the grounded knee. And start to sink back here. So again, staying on the finger pads, lengthen through the arms and the armpits here. Melt the heart. Just a couple of breaths. And then starting to rise up, we'll unlock that leg. And just let yourself sink over onto the hips and cross the legs here. So just a moment here in Sasana, and we'll sweep the arms and inhale and breathe them up. Good, and then exhale them down into center. And then again inhale and rise the arms all the way up. We'll touch the palms together and we'll drop down the left hand and send the right arm overhead and open the side body. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again. And exhale this time to twist, taking the gaze behind. Floating the back hand across the knee and drawing the knees towards each other to open between the shoulders. Lovely stretch. Tuck the chin gently, lengthen the neck. And then releasing, sending the opposite hand behind then and into a twist again. And then releasing back to center, taking the hands, rolling over there on the knees if that feels good to you. Otherwise, coming to hands and knees in your own way. We'll tuck the toes here and just briefly, one downward facing dog this morning. Sometimes it can feel too much, but sometimes it's just a really beautiful opportunity to stretch and feel into the whole body. And then start to slowly just let the knees come down. And this time again into a couple of cat-cows. Inhale. And exhale. And just one more. Feeling hopefully a little bit more freedom through the back body at this stage. Moving gently and easily, slow to rise. Coming back into neutral and taking that left leg this time and extend it behind. So again, a little activation of the core. Start to wake up the belly here. Just take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale here, one pulse rounding into the back body again. Inhale to extend. And then exhale and taking again, coming to the finger pads, taking that foot to the edge of your yoga mat here. And again, nice and high in lizard pose, and unless you feel called to lower down. Maybe shuffling into that back knee if you need to send it back a little. But can you just let this really, the depth of this stretch, the sensations, let them be the thing that welcomes you to your body this morning. Hello body, hello hips. Feeling immensely grateful for our bodies to begin our day, treating them with care. Saying hello to yourself. Starting to get ready to draw that leg back. So sending the left leg back as you inhale. As you exhale again, tap it to the floor behind the other leg, turn to gaze. And then again, drawing it all the way through and taking that foot in front of the knee. And reaching the arms high on the finger pads again and melt the heart down. So sort of hollowing out the armpits here as well as you press down into the fingers. High in the shoulders, heart melting between. And then slowly starting again to lift up, and we'll uncross that knee, uncross that leg around the knee, come to sit again. And have a block close by if you can, or a pillow or something. We're going to come to a cross-legged seat in a moment. So we're just going to finish with a beautiful Janusa Sasana head to knee stretch. So we'll send out the right leg and bring the left leg in. And we'll raise the arms, inhale, and allow yourself to feel the natural curves of your back. So it can be, again, strong in the morning to really activate all these muscles, but let's get them moving today. And then from here, as you melt down, let's let the heart lead. And either grabbing the foot or onto the shin, or if you've got a strap, you could use it here. Slowly, as the exhale leaves the body, just melting the heart with it. Maybe even choosing this butterfly grip. Reaching, lengthening our spine, waking up the spine, which is going to be in charge of moving us around all day. Start to rise up easily and slowly, and send the left leg out this time. Switch it over. Right leg draws in. Breathe the arms up, inhale. And then exhale, and from the heart, leading all the way, maybe finding a crossed wrist butterfly grip here. Closing the eyes down, starting to draw inwards. And then lengthening all the way up and coming to sit in a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you. I always like to sit on a block and just come to be comfortable. And again, if you could do that with the eyes closed, that's great, to let yourself sort of stay internal, stay inwards. But otherwise, close them down and rest the hands. Let the belly be soft here. And then let yourself take a beautiful breath from the belly. And from the belly, let the breath rise up through the chest and into the brain, into the head. Feel the breath all the way up into the head. And let it just sort of do a sweeping kind of clean out of everything going on in your head. And then as you exhale from there, let the breath move back down from the brain into the chest and back to the belly. Let's do 2 more breaths like this. Inhale the fullness of the breath up through the body into the brain. And like clearing away cobwebs or murkiness in the head, all the things that are weighing us down, let's just clear all that out with the in-breath. And on the exhale, sweep it back down through the body and back to the belly to soften. And 1 more like that. Inhale. As you exhale the breath out, you can then let go of the breath and let yourself just start to bring awareness into your physical body here. And let's start up at the face. Just let yourself notice any sensations in the face and the head. The softness of the eyelids, any clenching through the jaw or teeth. And then down into the shoulders and the upper back, and just feeling for sensations there around the neck, shoulders, back body. And then down into the fingers of the arms or on the hands. Notice sensations in the fingers or what the fingers might be touching, and just bring awareness to those sensations. And then bring your awareness into your belly here. Feeling sensations in the belly, maybe feelings of emptiness if you're doing this practice first thing, maybe you haven't eaten yet, or any other sensations in the belly. And then down into the toes, feeling into the toes and just any sensations through the feet or toes. And then let your awareness travel back up now and let it rest in the space of the third eye, so the space between the eyebrows. You could imagine yourself almost sitting on a couch there in that space behind the third eye. Resting on a couch, simply observing the beautiful stillness of the body. Allow yourself not just to focus one pointedness on the third eye, but as you sit and rest on the couch, let yourself observe much wider than that. Let your awareness be really expansive. As you sit and just simply rest in this silence. If you're able to stay a little longer, please do. Otherwise, just let yourself start to tune into some of the sounds around you now, just outside the body. Sounds further away as you can hear them. Maybe just start to gently move your fingers and hands and toes and just start to awaken the physical body from this stillness. And bring the hands, when you're ready, into the heart here. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.